You join us on board a bus, carefully researching tourist information about our destination.
Well, I'd suggest we have a beer straight away.
Yes. Initial target suitably locked in. It's time to alight at today's Forgotten Towns destination, which is Elgin. Cheers. We've hit it at rush hour.
Elgin, Morayshire, population 24,760, rank number 433.
Hello there. Oh look, brewed in the York Wappington. Right, that's got to be drunk. Whilst it may sound as if we've come all the way to Moray to consume beer celebrating arcane forms of Yorkshire governance, against the grain, nestling amongst the medieval street pattern of this town, is a tap room and beer emporium which deserves our patronage. It also serves as a comfortable base from which to update you on the history of Elgin. The story of this, the county town of Morayshire, dates back at least as far as the 3rd century, and the name, in the opinion of the buildings of Scotland at least, probably derives from a victorious general named Helgi, who overran the area in 927 AD. Attempts to shore up defences seem to be persistently dashed, firstly by Macbeth, next by Hammer of the Scots, Edward I of England, then, after a peaceful period in which much building, including the vast cathedral, took place, that heavy-handed operator, Alexander Stewart, Earl of Buchan, aka the Wolf of Bicknell, who burnt it down. And if later centuries seemed less militarily tempestuous, varying economic conditions saw similar fluctuations, with the construction of fine 18th century buildings in the classical style of northern Italy, and considerable Victorian expansion and landscaping on one hand, and intervening periods of depression and questionable town planning on the other. Whilst you are away, we adjourn to the Muckle Cross, the world's 3rd most northerly Wetherspoons, where the conversation has moved on considerably.
No Wappington was actually called York.
The interesting local government structure.
Sadly, all good things must come to an end, and the time now arrives for me to check into the Moraydale Guest House. En route, however, there is an opportunity to take in Lady Hill, now topped by the Duke of Gordon's monument, but back in the 11th century, site of Elgin Castle. This is the hill where Duncan met his end. Kind of rather hoping it's not the hill where I meet my end, but I'm not in an ongoing tussle with Macbeth. Good evening. I've got a reservation.
I think it's best if you ring the doorbell at the front.
Oh, right. Sorry. Your guest. You're not the proprietor.
Hello, you've got a reservation.
Mr. Rennie.
Oh yes, Alexander.
That's me. All right. Thanks very much indeed. When the United Presbyterian Church vacated its premises in the mid-20th century to merge with Elgin South Church, it was bad news for the town's skyline as the pinnacles were removed for safety reasons. On the plus side, however, it proved a real boon for diners, as the church now houses Spice Tandoori, where our day ends on a tasty note.
Is everything okay with the food, yeah?
Really nice, thank you.
We are on the early morning streets of Elgin. It's here that we find Elgin Cathedral. And apart from the fact that it's a burnt-out shell, it's a rather fantastic sight.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So enjoy your visit, and if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask when you come back
Spotlight.
through. This year is our 800th year of the cathedral.
We find the heraldic stone of Bishop Hepburn, who was apparently the last Catholic bishop of Moray. He fathered 13 children by 5 different mistresses and was widely criticised for his excessive wealth.
Did you enjoy that, sir?
Certainly did. The chapter house is amazing.
It's something else, isn't it?
I now have a train to catch. And so I bid a fond farewell to Elgin as I hot-footed to keep a rendezvous for the train to Inverary. Join me there next time.
Elgin, Morayshire.